Hello everybody. I'm doing a reaction video, and this one I'm doing just after the Emily Wants to Play Part 15, about 10, 20, maybe 30 minutes later afterwards. Now remember back in August I reacted to a reptilian video called Horrifying Reptilian Shapeshifters caught on TV by Dark Matter? Well, that one that I reacted to happens to be his second one that he uploaded in March 2019. But before that one, that one was the second one. He did actually upload a first one that he did prior to the March 2019 one. He actually did upload one in December 2018 as well. That one was his first one, but I haven't reacted to that one yet. So I'm going to react to the December 2018 version that he did and see how different that one is compared to the March 2019 one that I reacted to back in August, just to see how different it looks. The link to this original video on Dark Matter's YouTube channel will be in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's roll the tape, shall we? Now, just to remind you, this version of Horrifying Reptilian Shapeshifters caught on TV, this version that I'm now reacting to is the December 2018 one, which is actually a different version to the one he did, to the March 2019 one he did that I already reacted to.
In the last 30 years, a fantastical conspiracy theory has become increasingly popular, one that may be the most ridiculous out there, or the most incredible. Supposedly, a network of reptilian creatures have infiltrated the world's government, media, and entertainment industry. So, from the mysterious identity of Michael Brownlee to the potential real appearance of the Bushes, join us. Out of all supposed reptilian anomalies, the most popular relate to the eyes. On multiple occasions, news anchors have seemed to accidentally reveal a second set of eyes. In an interview with Wolf Blitzer, CNN correspondent Brian Todd was filmed blinking furiously before viewers noticed a flash of hidden pupils.
Yeah, what about the cost, Brian? Is that at all a consideration? It's a big consideration. Just about every former officer I spoke with says the cost of outfitting each combat troop with a tracking device is one of the main reasons they don't have them right now. So when you speak with...
Yo, I was gonna say, did you notice that? I kind of noticed. Right now, there. Did you see it? Right there.
But others say if they can...
So gonna happen again, or?
Pay for all of this, it is worth it, not only to track missing troops.
No, Papa, you should not do that. No. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm kind of making fun of. I do apologize for making fun of this. There's a lot of people crazy enough to believe in this theory.
Though skeptics have suggested that this is nothing more than video compression, others have questioned why the error only sticks to the eyes, rather than the entire frame. Bizarrely, the onset of blinking before the reveal of the second eyes appears to be a common occurrence. Both Fox News journalist Sharon Breams and this unidentified Spanish reporter have suffered similar issues. So could the truth be in the eyes?
Not necessarily. If you think about it, that could just be a random glitch that might show like the eyes, which could, like, for all we know, that could very well be so like a common occurrence in the with like a camera glitch. I would say that it's a practical joke that that's like a part of an inside joke for social media outlets, but at the same time, I kind of doubt that idea. Depending if anybody has like said that as an idea, because if you think about it, then it's like if you think about it, it's that wouldn't really make sense so much, because why would they make an inside joke like that if the it's like, why would I have often thought, if this was like an inside joke type of thing, by making it do like a certain glitch with the eyes to make it look like that, as if the person was like a reptilian person, that just to like play into the whole reptilian conspiracy theory thing that news outlets would do. That I would say like that could be something that some people might say, but on the other hand, it wouldn't make sense if some people were to say that, because what would these news outlets have to gain from that? Because like, for all we know, this could very well be this could very well be something like this could be like one of those things where it could be like a time waster, if that makes sense, where they could very well be wasting time doing that and pretty much lose whatever credibility they have.
On a standard edition of the Fox-owned KKTV, an LA-based reporter reads the latest story about celebrities. Yet once more, the anchor starts to transform, until, unheard by the audience, the producers scream at her to stop presenting. The camera then cuts to someone else, and when it returns, the reporter is back to normal.
The Globe asked the doctor to assess certain celebrities' risk factors and make her analysis. For example, she says, it appears Britney is suffering from a major psychological disorder, and that it might actually be bipolar. Could be that. The doctor then predicts how much longer they'll live. I know, but I also know you want to hear what she has to say. The doc says if these people don't get help or straighten up fast, I haven't read any of this. Britney won't make it to the age 30, Lindsay won't see 25, and Michael Jackson has no more than 5 years left. At the other end, Angelina's going to have a long, healthy life, and so will George Bush and Nicole Richie.
If you're not already bipolar,
I hear yelling in the booth. Are they yelling at me for the way I read that?
Or great.
Okay.
But if you're not,
Excuse me.
I could hear Lisa yelling
Give
from...
her a break. She didn't read it earlier. She doesn't know the story. It's okay. Just stop it. She's okay.
I could hear you.
Yeah. Some expert who doesn't know any of it.
Okay. That's a bit odd, to say at least. There's a chance I could have a slight technical difficulty that could have done that. I guess we could pass it off as that, like, technical difficulty. The reason why I say this was because if this was like a reptilian sort of thing, then why would someone who's a reptilian be a news report and be on TV and risk the chance of like something like this happening? Because that would seem really odd.
And making comments on how long they're lived on a rock today, okay?
Are you trying to make me feel bad?
I don't have to.
You're right.
Interestingly, throughout this clip, viewers have claimed to hear the anchor both hiss and make a slight guttural sound off camera. However, skeptics maintain that since the anchor's clothes appear to transform as well, this all but confirms it's a technical error. Believers though dismiss this, arguing that the clothes are part of the disguise. Regardless, she isn't the only Fox News reporter to allegedly transform into a reptilian. On the Atlanta branch of the network, fellow news anchor Dale Russell displayed a similar transformation.
Now again, we want to stress from what we observed and what the sheriff says, a small number of motorcyclists are causing all of the problems. But the problems are serious. Emergency responses are stretched thin. Weekends are spent cleaning up motorcycle wrecks by the sheriff's deputies, and some tourists and locals say the speeders have taken over. Now, we mentioned last night stories go around the mountains about the winner-take-all races. Well, the owner of the website who advertises those races told me it's all just a joke. He says it doesn't really happen. He says he put them on his website just to annoy the local sheriff, Russ. And they basically are saying some of the same things over and over, hearing other people cause problems, the bicyclists, the cars that you see going over the yellow line, not staying in their lane. And some have acknowledged to me that, yeah, these guys are driving really fast, but the ones that are really causing the problem are the inexperienced drivers getting up there on powerful bikes that they're really not ready to drive yet. And that's kind of the main thing that we're hearing from them.
Further, in what is likely just a coincidence, but an odd one nonetheless, Russell shares the same name with Daley Russell, a paleontologist who theorized that if dinosaurs hadn't gone extinct, they would have eventually evolved into this humanoid creature. As seen, this life form has the appearance of a typical reptilian. Is it therefore possible that the name is a knowing joke?
Now, I want to admit, this looks like a really cool model. If some dinosaurs became like hyper intelligent or something and could turn into like a humanoid sentient like being like this, that would be cool. I will admit that would be really, really cool in my opinion, because then we get to have some dino buddies, humanoid dino buddies who we get to be friends with. That'd be really cool. Because then I could, because if I had a dino friend who was like that, I'd go, yeah, dino buddy, and give them a big hug or something like that. I'd probably give them like a big hug or some crazy shit like that. No, I will admit I do like being weird because it's fun. Being weird can be a good thing at times.
Therefore possible that the name is a knowing joke. Bizarrely,
oh, I don't know if I said this earlier in a video, but link to this dude's YouTube video in the description box if you want to check out this original video on Dark Matter's YouTube channel. Yeah, Dark Matter. Go watch this video.
it seems that many fox scientists are alleged to be reptilians. One in particular, Michael Brownlee, a former reporter for the LA branch, has a history of potentially transforming, a point that seemingly rejects the theories due to compression issues. However, the most infamous transformation came when the cameraman, apparently aware of Brownlee's emerging real form, turned the camera away for no reason.
Now, we talk about the mother's arrest, but the mother says that her 16-year-old daughter, the victim in this case, was also arrested here back on September 18th. Now, keep in mind, this is the family story, their account of what they see happened here on campus earlier this month. Unfortunately, we weren't able to reach the school district for comment, but keep in mind, a mother and daughter baffled over how a celebration was taken.
I will admit that does look weird. That does kind of look weird and suspicious in a sense because I do apologize if the audio is a bit off our whack in case, or quiet if you can't hear it. I probably should have turned this up. Yeah, I probably should have turned it up so you're not gonna heard it better. Right, you're saying that the report that we saw just now supposedly has a history of allegedly like shape-shifting from human to reptilian on camera in the past, supposedly, which is why and that might partly be the reason why he like ducked out of the camera shot.
Whilst promoting her book, Jenna Bush, daughter of former US President George W. Bush, appeared to constantly shapeshift.
The reason why it probably sounds loud is because I had to turn the volume on my PC up from 50% to 100%. That might be the reason why it sounds a bit louder for. in case anybody is going to ask.
Further, viewers noted that the anchors interviewing Jenna attempted to let her know of this mistake, repeatedly discussing how she changed.
Talking with teenagers and students about Anna and the other kids I met in Latin America, and so far it's been really inspiring.
And not unpleasant.
But we'll change all that.
No, we're not going to change that.
Don't change it, please.
We will not change it. We will not.
She obviously hasn't seen the show.
People have been nice, and they're not attacking your dad or his policies to you.
Well, I met with my job. I work for UNICEF, which is an amazing organization that works in over 150 countries. And my job was to meet with teenagers who were living in exclusion, who were living in extreme poverty or living with HIV, and write their stories, listen to their stories and write them for UNICEF. And so, I mean, I obviously learned so much from these kids. I learned from Anna in particular, who has lived an extremely difficult life. I learned to live each day.
Okay, this looks kind of creepy. This really looks kind of creepy. Like, no offense to Jenna Bush, but this does look creepy. Like, seeing her face look different than that.
Its fullest.
Doing any kind of missionary work, I think, really changes a person. And you and your sister had a little bit, I mean, you guys weren't Paris Hilton, but you had a little bit of a reputation as party girls. Do you think this changed you?
You know, so it didn't change my personality necessarily, but I taught for 2 years after the University of Texas after graduating, and then went on to Latin America. And you know, of course, I've grown up. It's been 7 years since people had that image of me. But yeah, I mean, listening to their stories was incredible. And
Jenna, when you see this, when you not only listen to their stories, but you get involved and you write about it as well, does it change how you look, you're thinking about how governments should run?
Still, Jenna isn't the only alleged reptilian in the Bush family. In one interview, her grandfather and fellow President George Bush Sr. seemed to transform for a split second. As noted, his pupil briefly became slate, whilst his eye itself looked green.
In Colombo in Sri Lanka, it's full. You literally, I don't know how they're going to get all the crates.
Could this prove that the Bushes are reptilians? And if so, does this mean that similar creatures have been running the US government? What do you think?
Okay, so I think it's safe to say that there's quite a few countdown fields on a number of these particular of supposed reptilian shapeshifters that were caught on either on TV, but also probably and also caught on camera as well, because you could probably cast this as caught on camera as well, since it was on TV, supposedly. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Yeah, I was sort of dragging it out for quite a bit, so that's when I took like a 9-minute and 28-second video and did a reaction video of it. That's like 20+ minutes long, roughly, which is weird. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reaction video. If you did, subscribe to my channel, turn on hit that notification bell thingy, so that way you could be notified when I next of any future uploads, possibly any live streams, maybe if I ever get around to doing that again. Also leave a comment down below on what your thoughts be. Also, hit the like button. You must hit the like button. Yes. Yeah, that just sounds dumb. Yeah, make sure you hit the like button as well, please, or don't. Your choice. Until next time, goodbye for now.